Welcome back to AFTV, everyone. Now, me and Robbie are here for a very special preview, Arsenal versus Chelsea in the Premier League. But I think we have to mention the sellout crowd here for the UEFA Women's Champions League game, Arsenal versus Wolfsburg, 2-2 in the first tie, and a sellout crowd, and it's going to be a big night.
Yep. How good is this club, man? You know, leading the way in women's football. You know, I mean, we've been doing it for years, and now selling out a record crowd for the Champions League. And, you know, fingers crossed, I don't know what will happen by the time you see this video, but fingers crossed we can get through. Also got a lot of injuries in this start, I'll tell you. You know, they're literally missing like their 4 best players. You know, like Beth Mead's been out, ACL, Leah Williamson, Little's out, Miedemar, you know. But listen, if they could get through to the final, it'd be amazing. And, have a positive result today, and hopefully leads into positive result for the Chelsea game.
I was here for the North London derby when the Arsenal women won 4-0, destroyed Tottenham, and I think it was about 50,000. I think it was a record crowd at the time. So the fans have been doing their bit, and it's an amazing trajectory. Let's talk about tomorrow's game, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea are winless in 5 under Frank Lampard. But, this is a squad that had £600 million spent on it, and it is a squad that, for all their troubles, as bad seasons they're having, they haven't, Matisse keeps telling us, doesn't he, we haven't hit the 40 points, and they've been for a while creeping towards that, or not so much creeping towards it. But you've got to respect the players they've got out there, and Arsenal need to get a response after going 4 games without a win ourselves.
Yeah, it's incredible to see where Chelsea are. You know, I mean, I still have to look at the table and think, is this real? You know, 39 points, not even on 40 points. Horrendous run. You know, out of all cups. You know, I mean, no Champions League football, no European football next year. I mean, it's incredible to think. But like you said, they've still got top quality players. You know what I mean? That if we play like how we've been in certain games recently, they can hurt us. I mean, João Felix, I don't know if Aubameyang will figure, but you know, I mean, he'll have a point to prove if he comes back. Chelsea as well, as a team, will want to put a nail into the coffin of our title hopes, won't they? They want to. That's something to motivate them. Come here and ruin Arsenal's chances, any little slim chances we've got left of going for the title. So we've got to respect them. I mean, listen, they're higher than Southampton, aren't they? And they had us 3-1 down.
That's true, and I've seen Arsenal actually, think of the 2 seasons we finished 8th, I've seen us thinking, well, we've got nothing to play for these last 5 games, it's sort of just a bit of a, kind of nothing fixtures to just get over the line. And actually we turned up, we won to Stamford Bridge and won 1-0, playing a back 3, we got over the line, the players really fought for the 3 points there, we beat Liverpool 2-1, remember when they were champions, Reece Nelson scored, so there's something about a team that, for all their issues, have almost nothing to fear, especially in the big games, when it's, what, we just want to play in these big games, we want to put something for the fans, show them we're capable, we want to remind the league that we can step up against a side like Arsenal. We have been league leaders up until literally Man City got that win the other day against Fulham. So I'm expecting Chelsea, for all their problems, as awful as they've been, quite literally one of the worst formed teams. I think Chelsea are the kind of team that, I don't know, I think they'll want to prove a point, and Arsenal might have to
100% they're going to try and prove a point. And as I said, they've got a lot of top quality players, as we just said. I mean, they spent over £500 million this season alone on players, not to mention the players they've already got. They've got players that have done well against us in the past, like Raheem Sterling. We can't take them lightly. We can't just look at what they've done in recent weeks and months and say that that's just going to be light work. If they turn up, it's going to be a very, very difficult game. Now, we need to restore back a bit of pride. We need to get ourselves back on track as well. We need to push City all the way till the end. There's no point in feeling sorry for ourselves now. We got to push City all the way to the end, and that means starting off with winning here on Tuesday night. You're right.
So, we've got to do our job, and if there's a slip, we've got to be ready. We can't live with regret.
Exactly.
They nearly drew at Fulham. You think, Alvarez puts it in the top corner, unbelievable strike. That tells you the quality they've got, because he doesn't really start games for them. World Cup winning striker. That's what we're up against. But if if Alvarez doesn't score that goal, you just don't know, right? They probably win it, but you just don't
You never know.
We've got to be ready to do our job.
They didn't look themselves in that game, you know what I mean? And as I said, games can catch up on them, just like a bit like it's caught up on us. You know, they can go for a dip at the wrong time. You never know. Listen, we're not expecting them to do so, but we've got to stay there, in and around it, that if they do slip up, Arsenal are ready to pounce.
Yeah.
Right? So, and, you know, if we lose here against Chelsea, I think it's over.
Yeah.
Completely over.
I agree. I agree.
Even though, you know, a lot of us think it's kind of over already, if we lose against Chelsea, that's it.
I completely agree. So what does your starting 11 look like? Because I'll be honest, I'm ready to make changes. Are you?
I'm ready to make changes.
Okay.
I don't know how drastic your changes are, but I'm ready to make a few changes
Well,
as well.
let's start with the goalkeeper. What are you going for?
Well, it's the same goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's been brilliant for us all season. So he's got to start better than what he did in the last game. You know,
Southampton,
Southampton game, you can say he really cost us that game with that blunder at the start. It was such a...
Do you think he could have done better on the De Bruyne goal? The opening one at City?
I think, looking back at it, possibly. Yeah. But he was kind of full stretch.
Yeah.
You know, I think he should have got the Haaland one. And he did keep us in it. But, you know, he's got to have a good game tomorrow because, you know, Chelsea, even though they've hardly scored any goals, you know, they're dangerous. So, and then right back, I'll go with Ben White.
I'll stick with Ben White.
A lot of that's only really because there's no one else.
Yeah, I hear it.
Because I don't think he's played very well in the last few games either.
No.
Holding, do you go?
So this is where I am quite drastic.
Okay.
But hear me out.
All right.
I'm dropping Partey to centre back.
Right.
My reasoning is he's played in defence before, mainly right back, but he's played in defence. I think we can have a lot of the ball, and I actually think if you're looking for a player in the squad that can maybe replicate what Saliba does more than anyone else, it's probably Partey. 6'2", good right foot, can distribute. He's got pace to cover. I would just do it.
He's not played well though in the past few games.
Even more reason to move him out of the field.
He's not played well. You know, it's been his errors a little further forward that's cost us.
I see it the way Spain play Rodri at centre-back. You know, they've got Busquets, so they can't really fit them both, so they move Rodri there. Listen, it is ridiculous.
Move Rodri there and they lost to Scotland.
Fair enough.
No, I mean, I'll keep holding in.
Cool.
You know, listen, I get why you're trying to try something a bit different.
Yeah.
But, no, I keep holding in for me.
Gabriel keeps his place?
Keep Gabriel in.
And left back's interesting.
Tierney for me.
You're going Tierney. I'm sticking
Tierney.
Zinchenko.
I'm going Tierney. You could argue Zinchenko because we're at home, but I don't know, we've just been too open at the back. Yeah. Especially at home, you know what I mean? And maybe Tierney just makes it a bit more solid for me. I'm just fed up and conceding cheap goals. I really am, you know what I mean? So...
Okay. Fair enough.
Yep.
In midfield?
I'm thinking of bringing in Jorginho.
That's what I'm doing.
Because I just think that Partey's been so poor in the past few games. He does not really warrant a place. I think he needs to be dropped out, and it seems crazy to say that because he's been our main guy, but he's just been really poor.
Yeah, I agree.
Really poor, man. So maybe a change is needed. Jorginho up against his old team, you know, he'll want to do well. So I think I'll start Jorginho, you know.
And either side of him?
Xhaka and Odegaard.
Yeah, I agree. So we agree on the midfield. Just I'd move Partey back, whereas you'd move him so far back he's on the bench. So fair enough. And the front three.
The front three now are Martinelli and Saka still in. Although with the Saka one, honestly, I really like what I've seen from Reece Nelson recently.
Very true.
And I really was considering stuff, but it's just Saka's stats, his goal contributions and that. It's mental to drop him, innit? I mean, you just think to yourself, how can you leave him out? But I would bring in Trossard, I think, down the middle, leave Jesus out, probably bring Jesus back for Sunday against Newcastle, but I want to see Trossard start this one.
So, I'm with you on Trossard down the middle, I'm with you on Martinelli on the left. I'd give Saka a rest, and it's not because I don't respect Chelsea or anything. I actually, controversial opinion, bar Southampton where I think he looked quite bright, I actually don't think he's looked that good for the last month, Saka, but by the standards he has set.
But he's still scored goals.
He's still scored goals,
assists.
and he still has big moments. Don't get me wrong.
It's the contributions that he makes, and that's why for me it's hard to drop, because we need, I mean, if you take that out of the team, You know what I mean?
I just
You've got
think
to be
he
careful.
needs a little bit of time. He's been so crucial all season. He gets kicked all the time, and I think it might just be catching up with him a little bit. I put Jesus out on the right. That's where he played for Man City all the last season.
No Reece.
If Reece starts, I've got no problem with it. He's been brilliant.
I had a serious shout for it. I wouldn't start him, but honestly, I hope he gets on.
I hear it.
He's looked really lively in the cameos he's made this season.
Yeah, well, Reece Nelson actually started on the right wing in Arteta's first game at the Emirates as a manager, and it was against Chelsea. So maybe a few years on, we might see that again. Yep. All right, everyone, what's your score prediction?
I'm going to go 3-1.
I went 3-0.
We've got to get back on for a clean sheet.
Probably not, but someone else took 3-1, so I think I had to.
I just don't see the clean sheet, man, at the moment. That's the unfortunate thing. We've got to get back. I'd love 3-0. I'd love 2-0. I just want... A clean sheet is so important, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've conceded so many soft goals, especially at home.
Yeah. We just need to control the game again for 90 minutes.
Control the game, like, you know what I mean? Go a couple of goals up and lock it off.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, but I'm going to go 3-1.
Okay, fair enough. I've gone 3-0. Let us know your score predictions in the comments below. And of course, you can jump onto the AFTV Plus app where you can build your 11s. Tag us on social media. We might present some of them in the starting 11 as well before the real starting 11 is unveiled by Mikel Arteta and Arsenal before the Chelsea game. We want to know your thoughts. What would you go with? Who would you rest? What your score predictions are? And is there still a chance for Arsenal? If we keep doing our job, there might be. We'll see you very soon. Many thanks.
Introducing FANZONE. My friend Elliot from Canada. As any fan, anywhere you are on the planet, to broadcast live into our shows at the push of a button via our website or app.
Well, I'm tired of hearing about the Europa League like it's silverware. So is the League Cup. So is the Dubai Cup. So is the Community Shield.
Michael, come on, they're not the same level.
No, I mean it.
Cecile. My guy.
FANZONE on AFTV Plus. You can download it on iOS or the Play Store and have your say. Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.